Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel on Advanced Excel. Today's video is an interesting one, and in this video we are going to see how we can take care of case sensitive lookup. Right now there are two questions that must be coming to your mind. First is why the need for this video, number one, and number two, is there really anything which can take care of sensitive lookup? Because all of us are aware there is no straightforward function in Excel which can take care of this case sensitive lookup, number one. And number two is Excel does not as such differentiate between a case sensitive data, and we can see here I am typing just S, which is a capital. I am typing S in a lower case, and a logical question is this case S is equal to this S. When I press enter, it is giving us true. So for Excel, whether S is written in uppercase or a lowercase, both are same, because S is just a data for Excel and both the data are matching. So for these two reasons I am having this video, and in this video we are going to see not one but 6 ways in which you can do this case sensitive lookup. Now in Excel there are two functions, only two functions which basically distinguish between this uppercase and lowercase, or which can distinguish this case sensitive data. First function is exact and another function is find. So we are going to use this exact and find with all these combinations to have case sensitive lookup. Now before we move to this video, I want to explain you the logic of true and false in Excel, because in this video we are going to use this exact function, then this find function, and a logic of true and false, and we'll be combining these three things with this sum product, index and match, and lookup and VLOOKUP to have this case sensitive lookup. So let me just explain this concept of true and false. So I am typing here 3, typing here 5, and in this a formula 3 plus into bracket whether this 5 is greater than 3. Okay, I am completing parenthesis. The moment I press enter, what should be the answer? What should be the result? It will be 4, and I am pressing Ctrl Enter here to make myself in the same cell. Here it is 4. So what Excel is doing is this 3 plus a logical question which says is this 5 greater than 3? So 5 is greater than 3, so it is true, and true means 1. So 3 plus true, or 3 plus 1, so it is giving me 4. And if I change this logic or change this logical question and ask whether this 5 is less than 3, then obviously the answer will be 3, because this logical comparison of these two cells, it is giving me false. So 3 plus false means 3 plus 0, so it is giving us 3. So we will be combining all these logics, all these functions, and we'll see how we can get a case sensitive lookup. Now here is a database which I have prepared. I have simply typed my name, but I have typed my name in different combinations. So in the first cell the Sachin is in a caps, then in the second it's in a lowercase, third it's in proper, fourth A which is in a capital, in fifth it is C which is capital, in the next it is H which is capital, and in last it is N which is capital. Now from Excel perspective all this data is the same, it just a name which is Sachin, but from case sensitive perspective every record of this or every record of this table is a unique record, and you will agree with that. So let us see how we can arrive at this case sensitive lookup. But before that, let me just explain why there are no straightforward functions in Excel which take care of this case sensitive. So I am just using our age old friend VLOOKUP here. VLOOKUP tab will look for this data. I am selecting these two columns, and I want that amount to appear, comma 2, comma 0. Control Enter. So it is giving me 100, which proves that even VLOOKUP does not distinguish between a case sensitive data. Right now what we are interested here is this A is capital and that record is at serial number 4. So I wanted that VLOOKUP to capture this 400, but it is giving me 100 because this is the first record where VLOOKUP is able to find Sachin, and that is why there is a need for us to combine all this knowledge of exact, find, and true and false along with these other functions to have a case sensitive lookup. So I am deleting this. So now we know that we want this 400 to appear here. So first combo I am going for is sum product. So I am typing sum product tab, and now we'll be using this exact. So I am starting with double negative, because when you are comparing this one data with many, that exact is going to fetch us trues and false, but sum product does not like trues and false. It wants those trues and false to be converted into ones and zeros. So I am starting with exact, and we'll compare this fun record with this many records. So it becomes an array function, but sum product can take care of array functions, and a function becomes an array function when you are comparing one data with many or many with one, either way. And because of that, your results which you are getting are multiple results, not one result. So this exact, if I simply select this exact and press F9, here it is. So that exact has procured us this 7 results, out of which only one is true. So Control Z, and my next array is the amounts. I am completing parenthesis and enter. Here it is 400. So it's a case sensitive lookup using sum product and exact. And if I change this to Sachin, sorry, where the N is capital, it is giving me 700. Okay, so this is the first way using which you can have a case sensitive lookup. Okay, so I am striking it out, and even if I change this to say Sachin, where say C is capital, which is at serial number 5. So C is capital, it is giving me 500. Here it is. Okay, so using sum product and exact, you can achieve this result. Now next combo which I am going to use is using exact inside match, and then surround that with index. So I am deleting this. Sorry for this window. So now I'll start with exact again. Tab will compare this one record with many, array function. I am completing parenthesis, Control enter, Control Shift and enter, because it's an array function. It's giving me false. Now I am surrounding this exact with match, and this is what match does. It gives us the relative position of an atom in an array that matches a specific value. So now this exact is going to fetch us trues and false, but match will be interested only in looking for the true value. So I am pressing tab. My lookup value is true. The lookup array is fetched by exact, and my match type will be exact match 0. Completing parenthesis and Control Shift and enter, because it's an array function. I think I've done something else. The true spelling was error, TRUE, and Control Shift enter. It is giving me 5. So the true match is able to find that true at position number 5. Here it is. And now we'll simply surround this with index. So F2, I say index, tab, and now we are interested in suppose this designations. Okay, so I have selected that column, giving a comma to differentiate. Now row is taken care by match, and because we are having only one column inside index, I am simply coming to end of this function, completing parenthesis and Control Shift and enter. Here it is, GMPR. And if I change this to Sachin, where A is capital, it's giving me GM cells, exactly perfect GM cells. Oh, its amount is gone. I just restore it. So using index, match, and combining it with exact, which is fetching us that true value, match is able to find this true inside a table array which is given by exact, and index is in turn giving us the corresponding value which is a GM cells, right? So using index, match, and exact, you can have a case sensitive lookup. So this is over. Now coming to index and match, and using with the same with exact, we can simply tweak this formula, and I am going to prefix double negative, so that double negative will convert those trues and false into ones and zeros. And because all of us know that true means 1, so match will look for this 1 in the table array procured by exact, and it will give us the same result. So Control Shift and enter. Here you are again GM cells, and if I change that index array for those amounts, so instead of I am giving this H column now, and Control Shift and enter. it should give us 400. Perfect. Here it is. Sorry. So with this Sachin, when it is written in A capital, it's giving us 400. And if I change this to Sachin in lowercase, it should give us 200. Here it is. So this is one more way of arriving or getting this case sensitive lookup. So even this is over. Now coming to lookup and exact. So again I am going to start with exact now. So I am just deleting here whatever the result was, and I am starting with double negative once again. Okay, double negative exact. We'll compare one with many. Complete parenthesis, control shift enter, 0. If I press F2 and F9, we'll see that exact has given us these ones and zeros because we have prefixed that double negative. You can even multiply it by 1 or add 0 to the value to have those trues and falses, no ones and zeros. And now we'll divide 1 with whatever combination that exact has given. So control shift and enter, it's giving us div. That is perfectly okay with me. If I press F9, it's giving us errors where it is not getting the value, and where the value is true, it's giving me 1. So control Z, and I am now simply going to surround this with lookup function. I am already having video on this lookup function which you can go and watch. Lookup tab. Now my lookup value is going to be 1. My lookup vector is given by this 1 divided by result of those exact, coming to end of this function. And my lookup vector, let's give this designation as a lookup vector. I am completing parenthesis and pressing enter. It's giving me director. Here it is, Sachin in lowercase, and the corresponding designation is director. And if I change this to proper, enter, it's giving me CEO. So Sachin in proper case, corresponding value CEO. So with this lookup and exact, you can have a case sensitive lookup. So even this is over. Control F5 to strike it out. Now coming to next, we'll be using a lookup and find. Now let me just show you how that find work. So if I find, we will compare this with many values as usual. Complete parenthesis, control shift enter, it's giving me value. But if I press F2 and F9, here it is. So again, all those values where the result is false, the find is giving me a value error, and where the result is true, it is giving me 1. So I am pressing Ctrl Z, and will simply surround this with lookup again. Again lookup will find this 1. Lookup vector is taken care by find, and my result vector, let's now give this result vector as this amount column. I am completing parenthesis, enter. It's giving me 300. Perfect. Sachin in proper case, the corresponding value is 300. And if I give Sachin in a case where H is in a capital, it's giving me 600. Here it is, 600. So even this is over. So with the find function, find and lookup function, you need not do that 1 divided by anything, because lookup simply goes through the result of this find, and the moment it finds 1, it gives us the corresponding result. Okay, so this is over. And lastly, I cannot complete this video without giving you example of VLOOKUP. So Control 5 to strike out, deleting this. Now for this lookup, we are going to integrate exact with choose, and then we'll combine those two functions inside lookup. So let's start with choose. In choose, we have to give index number and also specify what that each index number belongs to. So in this curly brackets, 1, 0, because we are going to have 2 columns. We want 2 columns for this VLOOKUP, 2, completing this curly brackets. Now this 1, I am saying this 1 I want is starting with double negative exact tab. Again look for this Sachin where H is capital. We have to look for it here. So exact is going to give many results for this. So my 1, index number 1 is the result of this exact function. If I press F9, here it is. And my second column or a second value for this index number 2 are my set designations. Okay, so designations, I'm completing parenthesis, enter, is giving me 0. But if I press F2 and F9, you will see the choose function with those index numbers, it has converted all the table into an array for the purpose of VLOOKUP. So here it is 0 and then it's a CFO. So 0 comma, then jump to next column. It is CFO, 0 director, 0 CEO, 0 GM sales, 0 GMPR, and then 1 is for this VP marketing. So this is the record which VLOOKUP is going to fetch for us. So Control Z, and now we'll simply surround this with VLOOKUP tab. VLOOKUP will look for that 1 which is a true value. Now the table array is taken care by this choose function and exact combo. I am coming to end of this function. My lookup column or column index number is going to be 2 and I want exact match, so 0 and Control Shift and enter, and here it is VP marketing. So Sachin where H is capital, Sachin where H is capital, it's VP marketing. And if I change this to Sachin where N is capital and rest are small, it will give us VP business promotion. Here it is VP business promotion. So with all these functions and using those functions with exact and find, you can have a case sensitive lookup. And as such, because there are no straightforward functions in Excel which take care of this, I am having this video. So I believe that all of you must have found this video very interesting. In this second sheet, I have given text for all these functions. So you can simply start this Excel sheet, and if you are stuck, you can simply refer to this formula text and go ahead with that. And I am leaving downloadable link of this Excel file in this video so that you can download and practice upon. So friends, thanks for all your views and likes. Do subscribe to my channel and do share this knowledge with all of your friends so even they can benefit. So take care. Bye.